Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to the Good Life channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today what we're going to do, inshallah, is make a pillau, but with a difference, because sometimes, you know, I get fed up with just making curried mince or burgers or kebabs. So this time we're going to make kofta pillau, which is another thing you can do with mince. I'm using lamb mince today, and these are the spices that I've got here just to show you. So this is a teaspoon of zira. This is frozen ginger, you know, the ones that you buy in the packets. So that's equivalent of 1 teaspoon because it's watered down. Then I've got minced garlic as well, and I put a bit of fresh in as well. That was 1 clove. Then half a teaspoon of chili. You can totally omit that if you don't like chili, but I like it to have a very mild kick at least. This is star anise and cinnamon. I didn't have cinnamon sticks. So, and in there, don't know if you can see it, this thing here is cloves. So we've got 5 cloves in there, okay, because it's just covered in cinnamon. And then this is a stock cube. You don't have to use it, but I think it makes it taste nice. So you can either use vegetable stock cube, chicken or lamb. And then these are the bay leaves, 2 bay leaves. This is 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and this is black cardamom. Now when you use black cardamom, I don't know if you can see, I've opened it. You need to open, can you see inside? I don't know if that's focusing, but you need to open them to get the flavour out of them. So, and then you need 2 onions, which you're going to brown off. I've got some runner beans there as well, because it's a nice balance. It's a complete meal in one, and you won't need to, you know, make anything else after this. You just make your kofta pillau. Okay, if you didn't like runner beans, you can change it to peas or even chickpeas. It's really whatever vegetable or protein you like. Okay, so that's what you're going to need just for the pillau. Then you're going to need 2 cups of rice for people who like to measure things out. This is 500 grams of rice. Okay, so that's done. And then with the mince is 1 onion, 1 teaspoon of zira, 3 green chilies, and a little bit of garlic, 1 teaspoon level 1, and then half a teaspoon of salt. If you don't like chilies, I mean, it's not even going to make it that hot, because I mean there are only 3 in there, and it's 500 grams, which is half a kilo of mince. And so you just need that for all of this mince. What I say that you do need the flavour of the green chili. So what you need to do is just, if you don't like it hot, scrape out the seeds, and then that would have made your mince. You won't need to do anything else, and you have to chop your onion very finely as well. So we'll get on, and I'll show you step by step. So first of all, I'm going to put the gas on, bismillah, and you get either vegetable oil, any cooking oil you like. I always use olive oil. So this is going to be about 3 tablespoons, yeah? 3 tablespoons going in. And then you're going to throw your onions in once that's warm and hot. So once the oil heats up, that means it's going to sizzle for you. And now all you need to do is start browning off all your onions, which will take a little bit of time. So while the onions are sauteing and waiting for them to brown, so this is the green chili that is for the kofta. Green chili, popping in my onions. It's good if you can get this as fine as possible, and then blitz them all together. So now the onion is finely chopped and the chili is finely chopped, so you're not going to get big chunks in there. We're going to throw it into the mincemeat. So this is what your onions should be looking like now, getting golden brown. It's important this stage to get it brown, because this is going to give the colour and a lot of flavour to your rice. The onion is the base, this onion. So I mean, that's going to go on for a little bit more for me. But when it's at this stage, I'm just doing that so you can see it, throw in your ginger and garlic at this stage, and it will still continue to brown. Now you can see I've thrown in the garlic and all the ginger, and now you're just going to stir it and cook it as well. It's alright if the onions go browner, because that's what you want to happen. So stir this for another 3 minutes. You can turn your heat down. Okay, turn your heat down if you think it's getting too hot quickly. But just cook out the ginger and garlic a little bit. Like so. As you can see, it's getting drier. So all I'm going to do is to add just a little bit of water, not too much. Just to deglaze. Just to deglaze, no other reason. No dry spices. This is the zero going in. The little bit of chili, half a teaspoon of chili going in. This is the star anise, cloves and cinnamon, because I didn't have any cinnamon sticks. Otherwise you just put 4 medium-sized cinnamon sticks in. This is the salt and the black cardamom going in, and the bay leaves. We'll hold on to the stock cube. We're just going to stir fry this for a few moments, and then add 1 cup of water, and then we will add the stock cube in after that. Now we'll add the cup of water in, and again it will steam up to the glaze. Okay, so this is how we want it at this stage. All the sediment at the bottom of the pan, we want that to lift off because that's got a lot of flavour in it. So we're stirring it to get that off. And add the stock cube in as well. And that will dissolve down itself. And at this stage, what you would do if you wanted to add potatoes or peas or any type of vegetable that you prefer, you'd add it in at this stage. So I'm doing the green beans. Like I said, this is a complete meal in one. You don't really need to add vegetables to it or side dishes because it's all in one. Okay, so while that's on the stove cooking down now, it's not on a high flame, it's on a low flame. We're going to make our meatballs, and we'll just need a little plate to make them. I've mixed up the 3 green chilies and also the onion and the 1 teaspoon of zero powder and the half a teaspoon of salt, because remember it's only 500 grams there. So then all you do once you've mixed it up, this is not, well, you can make giant size ones, but the pleasure is in tiny ones. Yeah, that's how we do it. And then just make them and put them to the side. So let's do this, just do double 1. It's nice to have mouth-sized pieces as well. It's more fun eating it. So like this. So let me know if you try this recipe, and please, if you've enjoyed it so far, please like and share and subscribe, and try the recipes out on the channel because they're all really good. I've had some nice feedback from people, so please do try them. And like I say, because I mean, this is a good dinner. This is with mince, but you haven't had to make shepherd's pie, spaghetti bolognese, kebabs, things like that. It's all in one meal. So I hope you do try it. So that's how they're going to look. And that is the size you want. You just fill them up on your plate. Okay, until the next stage. So now when we got to this stage, you can see it's boiled down. And we do need to add water into this. Just remember to drain off your rice, because you're going to be using that in a moment, and you want your rice as dry as possible because you've been soaking it for about. I'm going to add in, bismillah, 3 cups of water to 2 cups of rice. But remember, the rice does retain some water, so I'm going to do 2 cups. Bismillah. And I'm going to do 2.5, just over 2.5 cups there. Yeah, that goes in. And now what we have to do is wait for this to bubble up, and we're going to add our salt in now for the rice. Now at the moment it will taste fine, but we need a little bit more salt because the rice is going to absorb it. And do it taste now. Bismillah. Yeah, it needs salt. So we're going to give it, and now when you taste it, it'll be slightly saltier. Don't panic, we want it to be slightly salty just so it balances out with the rice when the rice goes in. And now taste it again. After you've given it a good stir, it's going to start bubbling soon. Yep, now that's the right amount of salt you want. You don't want it to be poisonously salty. So all you do is you're going to drop them in. Bismillah. Like so. So if you see 500 grams, it actually does go far when you make them like this size. You get 2 mouthfuls out of one little one. And this is like a meal for at least 5 people. So now what we're doing, we're just going to wait for this to boil. We're not going to stir it anymore now. That's why I said stir it all beforehand. Taste the salt, everything. Now you're just going to leave it to bubble. Like it's bubbling now. A little bit is bubbling on this side. So now it's boiling. We're just going to let that boil. So the meatballs inside will slightly firm up. Because then when we put the rice in, I don't want you to stir it then either. So just let that keep boiling. This is Surah Al-Baqarah, the cow. And it says, in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. This book contains without doubt a guidance for those who beware of Allah, beware of God, those who believe in what is hidden and what is unseen, and keep up their prayers and spend from what we have provided for them, and those who believe in what has been revealed to you and in what has been revealed before you, and are certain about the hereafter. They are those who are on guidance from their Lord, and they are the ones who will succeed. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are interested in Islam, because when you look at Palestine and you see how the believers there love Allah, though their whole life is in disaster because of the Zionists. They love Allah because they know to Allah is our return. We came to this world through Allah, and we will return back to Him. And I want to share my Islamic book with you, yes, to help you understand why Muslims are so passionate about the truth that there is only one God. Please think of my brothers and sisters in Palestine, because they are being brutally murdered. Babies, little toddlers, little children, adults, old grandparents, everything. They have nothing, and they even stop the gas and electric. You know, it's like you wouldn't even treat an animal like that. Please please support Free Palestine, and God bless you. So while we're cooking now you can see colours changed in the meat. You can stir it slightly, so now your meatballs won't be smashed up, and that's all you need to do. Then the next thing you need to do is add your rice in. So the meatballs have been cooking for about 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes even, but they've been cooking, and now is the time for the rice. So they'll get another 10 minutes, 20 minutes for a meatball that size. It's going to cook it perfectly. You know, the small meatballs there are. There you go. This one there. So now we're going to add our rice to the bowl. Remember I said try to drain it well. We have drained it well, but there was a little bit more, so it's okay. Right. I'm just getting all the grains out. Could smell, because my meatballs are lamb, I can really smell the lamb in it. Smells lovely. Mashallah, tabarakallah. There. There you go. Once it's at this stage, you can stir it slightly. It will sink down to the bottom. That's what you want it to do. And then all you do, leave it like that. The water should cover the rice up to this finger. Obviously you're not going to put your finger in there. Up to there, so you could do it with your wooden spoon. Yeah, but I know that that rice, the water is the right height and everything, because we've already done the measuring and everything. So once it comes back to the boil, so we're just going to put a lid on it and turn the gas to very, very low. Like so. Can you hear it bubbling? Then you give it 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes it will be done. You will switch off the gas, leave it for another 10 minutes. It's called dum. Basically in its own steam it will carry on cooking, and you have to keep the lid closed for another 10 minutes. So basically it's 20 minutes altogether. Then I'll show you what it looks like. After 10 minutes of leaving it to steam as well, and you can see everything's nicely cooked. Now you can stir your rice around as you need to. But I mean, it smells lovely, and it'll make your house smell beautiful as well. Really nice meat blouse smell. But yeah, it's a kofta that you made. Can you see all the rice? All them lovely grains of rice, full flavour. Mashallah. Okay, and then remember to serve it with plain yogurt. So that's it plated up now. So I hope you try this recipe and let me know how you get on. And it's a really delicious recipe to have. So if you like the recipe, please like, share and subscribe. Okay, till next time, love you all, take care, Assalamu alaikum.